Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back with another YouTube video. And in today's video we're going to be doing let's talk about a bit about the three Spider-Man in No Way Home. Now, quickly before I start the video, I just want to say the reason I've chosen this photo in the background, I know it's just fan art and stuff. It's because there's no real like HD images of the three Spider-Man yet, so and that's also a partial reason why it's blurry too, is because I had to get this off the internet. I had to get this I didn't. Sorry about that. Sorry, I had to get it off the internet, and it's fan art. So yeah, I mean fan art's cool and all, but I mean it would have been awesome if I got the scene from the movie, but it's still in theaters and everything, and I don't feel like uploading a very potato, looks like it was filmed on potato picture. So yeah, this is a lot to do, and this is actually a dope piece of fan art too. So I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not obviously accurate. Like the suits are a bit different, but I mean, not the suits. Tom Holland's suit's different, and Toby and Andrew's kind of looked a little different. I mean, more just different in the lighting and stuff. But whatever, it's whatever. Anyways, it does the job. It does the job of informing viewers. That's all I really care about. Uh, anyways, continuing on here. Oh yeah, and also sorry if I spoiled the movie just now. That's kind of bad. I mean, I already said this before, but yeah, spoiler bans are lifted, so I could pretty much do this. I mean, it's like I'd say this what's kind of like your own fault if this is spoiling it for you. Like you should have been staying off social media. But anyways, let's continue here. So yeah, this video is just gonna strictly be about the three Spider-Man thing, and what my feelings about it. And honestly, I'll give a general like what I thought about it. I thought it was awesome. I mean, it was just the greatest thing I've ever seen in cinematic history. I can't even lie. Beside the end game fight, I would say this was awesome. I mean, there's no other way to say it. This was just plain simple like goated awesomeness. Like it was awesome. Let's first of all let's start off why it was awesome. Now, if you don't know for some reason, basically the three Spider-Man thing is basically from three different Spider-Man kind of movies in the sense where you got the middle one here. His name is the actor's name is Tobey Maguire, and then we got Andrew Garfield to the left, and then we got Tom Holland to the right. And also this might help a little bit. Like Tom Holland's like kind of like the younger brother because he's the younger one out of all of them. Then Andrew is like the middle one, and then Toby's like the older one. Especially from their movies, like Toby was from like the 2000s and stuff, and the others were from the 2010s and everything. So yeah, uh, but I want to just say why it's so very much so impactful. I want to say this. If you've watched my channel, you wouldn't notice I don't really partake into certain things like this. But I mean, there was a lot, especially within the last year. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is better Spider-Man." Just being an overall toxic group of people. I don't know what else to say. But it was the Spider-Man community was a bit toxic at times. Especially you always saw people just arguing who's the best Spider-Man. Spider-Man this. I'd rather Andrew over Toby, or Tom Holland sucks, or something like that. Like it was kind of bad in that sense. It was kind of bad. I mean, it wasn't much fun to be around. But I mean, I gotta say, this movie just united us all in a sense. Whether your favorite Spider-Man was Andrew, whether your favorite Spider-Man was Toby, whether your favorite Spider-Man was Tom, I mean, it just united us all. Like, especially some of the older fans too. Like, you can even kind of see with different things as well. Like, you can even see like some of the older fans when they were watching Tobey Maguire. That's like their first introduction to Spider-Man, for some people and stuff like that. And some people grew up with Tobey Maguire. Some people grew up with Andrew Garfield. Some people grew up with Tom Holland, uh, or that's their relative memory. And that was really cool to see that happen. I mean, and this movie was a little bit more touching in my personal opinion than Endgame, just because it was like you saw your childhood come alive, which is really cool. And I mean, you guys say you saw your childhood come alive in the end game, but this was just like ultra childhood. This was just like solely your childhood. I mean, like Toby, it was a lot of people's childhood. Andrew was a lot of people's child, and also seek retribution for some of these characters as well. It was awesome kind of seeing what was going on with them and stuff like that. Like some, I'll give you a very good example. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but Andrew's Garfield was kind of shut off after that, and a lot of people were wondering like what's going on. And so we kind of don't have like a set in stone answer into what happened. But I mean, this opens the door for a lot of things, and I mean, it was just really awesome seeing that whole scene. Uh, and obviously, like in my opinion, with no competition, the greatest MCU scene of all time was that whole swinging together scene. That was awesome. It was so awesome just seeing that. I was just like, I cannot believe this is awesome. Like it was honestly the greatest thing. The greatest scene I've ever seen in terms of cinematic history. Like that was really cool to see all that happen. Plus the impact it had on fans and stuff was awesome. Like I've never seen so many people touched by a moment. I've never seen, at least not yet. I've never seen one person be like, "Oh, that was absolute shit" or something like that, or "That's so mid," or "It sucked. I didn't like it." I've never seen that yet, at least. I've just never seen a fan base so united. I mean, the entire Spider-Man fan base has basically been united, I guess you could say. Uh, like, yeah, and like in terms of like a rating to this, I don't even know if you could really say a rating. Like I can't even say 10 out of 10 is like an underestimation. I'd say it's like 100 out of 10. It was awesome seeing this movie and seeing the three Spider-Man go down. It was awesome seeing, and also another thing too is their interactions were really cool. Like I thought it was so fun seeing like, for example, Tom talk about Avengers, and they other two didn't even know what that was, but they're still awesome, and they're just, you kind of get the sense that they're all the three of them were like brothers and stuff like that. Even though they're the same person, it just felt like that's what I really liked uh, from this movie, especially. And I mean, it was pretty cool to see that all come down and stuff like that, especially with the interaction with some of the biggest questions. For example, like Tobey Maguire makes web fluid by himself, like it comes out of his body. So it was interesting to kind of see the reaction of the other two Spider-Man from that. So that was pretty cool to see. Um, but I mean, this scene, or not even the scene, the movie, this whole interaction was just awesome. But anyways, that's pretty much it though. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.